All-American, the Navy midshipman. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Lynch. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So Florida Atlantic's offense will take the field first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock.
There he goes! They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Line getting set on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The sure hands, it's McGooligan. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So Navy's offense will go to work for the first time today. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player, and I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Navy now facing third and short. Looking for a gap. It's Babers. Turning it on. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that third down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these third down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
Still running at the 40. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Time to take a shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. And the Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a nice job by this defense, getting in the backfield quick. They got in there so fast, anticipating pass on 3rd and long, but they reacted so well to the run, get the tackle for a loss, and now probably going to force the punt here.
Kick is in the air. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. He'll keep it himself.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Pocket breaking down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Babers. Oh, he's got some space. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They're going back to the ground.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Looking to fire. Gonna let it fly. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Navy. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Florida Atlantic races to the line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Sends it back in motion. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The kick is on its way. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The midshipmen come to the line facing third and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fakes to grab.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Barnes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Using his legs, it's Favors. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Unloads it left. Got his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Navy was pinned deep, and now a chance to put together a drive. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman. Lining up for the PAT.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff to the single back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Florida Atlantic decides to punt it away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Hand off from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. Nice move, creates some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Navy! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, running back gets to give. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure coming. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. Gets the back moving. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Navy comes to the line facing second and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Annapolis. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the hallowed grounds of the U.S. Naval Academy.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Owls will kick it off to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Navy will go back on the attack. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He wants to change this route. Going to swing it on second down. Got his man downfield. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Navy now facing third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And here comes the punt team. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Power football with the run. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Owls really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Rides the back on the option, the give. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. And here comes the Navy offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around.
Get set, get set.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down.
There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Completes it in the middle. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And it's another 1st and 10 play. They'll go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the handoff.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Touchdown, midshipmen! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. NC State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the ACC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Raleigh. We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Cradles it at the 35. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And they
turning it on at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Navy!
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Aldridge. Got his man quickly. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Florida Atlantic going back to work after moving the chains. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Harris.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
They'll keep it on the ground. And that should be enough to give Florida Atlantic the 1st down. A move. Chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Off play action on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the ground with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Here comes the heat. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. Florida Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. And Navy will go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Right back to him on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Single back formation, and they give it to it. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Got it in the middle. It's Duarte. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. The give to the tailback. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Might be changing the route. The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. Give to the running back. Running into the open space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the